Welcome to the Whitetail Advantage Podcast with your host, Brett Bovin. Thank you for tuning in and enjoy the show.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Whitetail Advantage Podcast. Tonight, it's a laid-back show. It's not your traditional. We're going to be talking about hunting and stuff like that. I always correlated hunting and football. I'm a huge college football fan, and it wasn't until about 5 years ago, good buddy of mine, he's also part of the team here at Whitetail Advantage, Dan, he got me hooked on fantasy football. So tonight, it's a laid-back, fun show. Excited about it. We're doing our first annual Whitetail Advantage Fantasy Football League. Excuse me. So with how it's going to happen is I'm going to pull up the draft here. We're going to watch how it goes. And with that, the winner at the end of the fantasy football, they're going to have the first automatic bid into next year's if they so choose to. If not, it'll move down the line in the order. But with tonight, like I said, I reached out to everyone. They were able to join or not. But that being said, we have Mike on. So I'm excited to bring him on to be a part of the show for tonight. What is up, brother?
What's up, brother? How's it going?
Oh, just dandy. Excited for tonight. I've been looking forward to this for a while.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of fun, laid back. Let's just kick in and have some fun tonight. I mean, am I wrong? I know you're a hockey guy, but do you correlate football and fall together at the same time?
For me, this is the best time of the year because hockey starts, football starts, and of course, obviously hunting. So all three of my favorite things to do. Like, I'm a huge fantasy football guy. So like I love fantasy football. I've been hooked on it since I started watching that. Like, I've been into football, but then I watched the show The League, I think in like my senior year, freshman year of college or whatever. And I've just been a fantasy football nut since then. So like, this is the best time of the year, and Halloween's coming, and then like all the good holidays are coming up too. So like, this is the perfect time of the year.
Like, I love Halloween. It's my favorite time of the year.
Yeah.
I started watching. My wife said, Brett, you might want to start watching The League. I tried watching it, couldn't get into it.
Really?
I don't know what it was about that show, but I mean, they have some great actors in it, and they're hilarious. But I don't know what it is about them. I just couldn't get into them.
Yeah, no, I'm a huge fantasy football guy. Like, and huge league. Like, I give it all to the league. I mean, shit, if I didn't watch it, I don't think I'd be as big into it as I was, because that's what really got me hooked, where I bought Red Zone, and like, and we can hunt here in New Jersey on Sunday. So I'll be in the tree. I'll set up my phone, and I'm literally watching like Red Zone and checking my fantasy score like constantly, because I'll be in this league this year. And then like I have my my league for my friends. So like, that's like a 10, 15 year plus league that we just have kept going and going and going. So, you know, it's a fun time, but you know, it's tough. That first weekend for us, usually of football, is the first Sunday's hunting season for opening weekend. So it always kills me, because I always want to be at home and watch. Like, that's why I need to tag out early, so I could spend some Sundays just chilling at home, not doing anything, just watching football.
Well, I told my wife, though, when we first met, was I'll golf in the spring and summertime. No, I wasn't golfing at the time when I first met her, but I said, in the fall, this is what you're going to get on me. In the fall, I hunt almost every day. And on Saturdays, my butt is in that chair watching college football. So I don't do any hunting unless it's like prime time hunting. But other than that, I don't hunt on Saturdays, because I just love watching college football. But I'll sit in my tree stand and watch fantasy. I'm like, all right, how's my team doing? You better win. And it's like, come on, kicker, I need just 1 point from you, and you get me half a point.
Yeah, no, it's frustrating, especially like I think for me, like when my teams do bad and then the movement is crap, it's like it's a double whammy because like damn it, one I could have just stayed at home and just watched football and been comfortable and drinking beers and stuff like that and eating food, but I'm out here, the deer aren't moving, my team's losing, like it's a double whammy.
It's a frustrating moment, I can guarantee. Yeah. All right, let's see here. Let's pull up the draft here. Let's see how we're doing. And I didn't do the draft order. I didn't do anything of it. I let ESPN do it, so don't get whatever on me. But I don't have the first pick. I'm pick number 5. Let's see here. Grady, I'm sorry, brother. I can't say your last name. Hey, man, just got offered Mark Andrews and Zeke for Kyron. I have Lamar. Should I take? Oh, that's a good question. So you just got offered Mark Andrews and Zeke for Kyron, and you have Lamar. I wouldn't take that. If Grady's still watching, I wouldn't take that trade because Mark Andrews gets hurt, and Zeke, he did decent when he was in New England, but he's back now, and I wouldn't do that. He made another comment here. I'm scared about the punt returning. What do you mean? Is Zeke doing punt returning or something on special teams? I don't even know who else actually, even if he was their sole running back, I don't even know what their running back. Well, they have Deuce Vaughn, but I wouldn't. No, Kyron. Yeah, Gritty, I wouldn't take that trade. Mike, what do you feel about that?
No, I mean I wouldn't exactly for I mean Zeke's past his prime. Yeah, he did okay. He looked better in New England, but he's back on Dallas, right? I'm not too confident with that. And then Andrews, yeah, he has a tough time staying healthy. It's not worth it, especially we have yet to even start the season. So like I usually wouldn't accept any trades before until
Exactly.
like the season gets in and I see exactly how my team's making out and how injury shaped. Like NFL, that's the one thing I could say like about the NFL that's so hard about fantasy football is everyone gets injured. Like I lost Burrow last year, I lost Jefferson last year, all on the same team. Like it's just rough.
It is. So, he said Sean McVay came out and said, so Kyron's doing punt returning then? Is that what you're saying, Grady? Even if he's taking punt returning, you still got Blake Corum that if he's on waivers, you can pick Blake Corum up. But no, I wouldn't take that trade still. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, Grady, keep that roster. I mean, you can still pick up some players. See, when I see trades, it's because when someone offers me a trade, I look at it as, all right, you're giving me, what are you giving me? You're giving me a, a decent tight end. You want something that I have, obviously, in the trade,
Yeah.
but obviously in fantasy football, you're trying to quote unquote screw over the other guy that you're trading to better your roster.
Yeah.
But
It's
like we said, you still have the season to come up going. You can have, I guarantee it. There's players that are still available on the waiver wire that you can pick up that would be a great addition to your team.
yeah. Yeah, it's tough with trading. I mean, that's why I try to make my league a keeper league, like a 1 or 2 person keeper league, just so it gives maybe some incentive for the teams that aren't going to make the playoffs to make a trade where it's like, hey, you know what, we could trade up a draft pick or something, just because there really isn't good fantasy football trades like that. It's like it's never beneficial to both parties.
No. Yeah, I hardly ever do a trade unless unless one of us is gaining something out of one of the positions. Like if I'm giving you a great running back, I better be getting a great tight end or a great running back. I mean, great wide receiver. Like I generally try to offer 2-to-1 type thing.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I did last year. I got Jonathan Taylor, and then he got injured.
Oh, that's a bummer.
I had an injury. Like I had probably the favorite to win last year, but injuries. I was able to get into the playoffs in first place, but just injuries got the best of me. I got the bye, and then the second round. I mean, I just couldn't get over the hump because everyone seemed to be injured, and then I went on to outscore everyone the rest of the playoffs, but I was already eliminated.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So if anyone's out there still watching, don't mind me. I had to text people while we're doing this for the show. I got people asking questions about it. It's not letting me in. It says I need the app. So we're trying to get Andrew in here. He wants to join. Might be able to join for a couple rounds. Looks like he's okay.
Let me find my headphones real quick.
So we got 3 minutes left before our draft officially starts, everybody. What pick is Andrew? Do you see him, Mike? He's picked number 7. All right, so we got Braxton in here. He's a good buddy of mine. He's a part of the team here. He's picked number 2. Excited to see where he's going. All right, looks like we got Andrew in now for the league. He might be joining the show. Christian's at number 9, and Drew's at pick number 10. All right, Mike. No, I can't ask the question of who you're going to pick at number 3. I can't ask that question.
Let me just tell you, I'm going receiver.
Oh, I should mention one thing that we're doing. I don't know a whole bunch of leagues that do it, but with our league, we have a quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, a tight end, and the flex position that you normally have, it's an offensive position, so you can add in a quarterback. So, looks like we got Drew in here now. Let's add him in here. What is up, Drew?
Oh, not much. I've been playing around trying to get Google Chrome on this thing. I haven't used a computer in like 10 years.
Thanks for coming on the show, man. And thanks again for being part of the league.
Oh, it should be fun. This is 4th or 5th draft in a week. So,
man, yeah, it seems like everyone's drafting their teams right now. And I got a draft tonight. Obviously, I got one Sunday, and I got a salary league that I'm in on a Monday.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I really like that one. And that one's for money, too.
My next draft is on the 4th. I can't do any more 4 to 5 leagues because they get so competitive and it costs so much money that I can't afford to focus on all these teams. So I've dropped it to 2. I will never anymore go over 2 leagues now. I used to do like 4, 5, 6, being from like $500 pools. Can't do it.
Yeah, I think my max is like 5 or All right, we're on the
Man,
board here.
You gave a long time, 2 minutes.
Well,
Oh.
some people you never know. I know some people. You get down to like those end of the rounds. It's like I don't know who to pick right here.
You're generous. I think I give my guys 30 seconds.
I'm a nice guy, damn it.
Last year in our college one, we did like 30 seconds or a minute, and that was a total crapshoot because you hardly know the guys as it is.
Yeah. I feel like college would just be so much harder.
Yeah, that's what 2 of mine are. I don't have 4 pro ones. It's 2 college and 2 pro ones.
All right, I'm gonna say this now. Nobody picked my fucking players, and I can't cue the players because if I was to click like Jamar Chase, you're gonna see it pop up right there on the screen.
Oh man, I really don't know who to pick right now. It's such a tough one.
Braxton's deciding here. You get down to the wire. Braxton, what's taking so long, my man? Unless he lost service with his phone.
In a 10-team PPR. I mean, AJ Brown or Justin Jefferson if they're available in that later. I mean, I don't know if Justin Jefferson will be available, but AJ Brown definitely. And I think Garrett Wilson will have a huge year as long as stays healthy.
Wow, he went AJ Brown. He went AJ Brown. Ooh, who's Mike gonna take right here?
AJ Brown was taken already. Whew. I'm gone, Mike. I got you. Can't not
Mike,
take
you
him.
son of a bitch.
Is that who you wanted?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting him to be I would have thought he would have gone second. So that's a steal.
That is. Oh my gosh. Is that a Q or an O next to CD Lamb?
That he's out. He's injured right now.
What's he injured with? Doesn't say.
No. Honestly, I'd go AJ Brown. No, I'd go Wilson over AJ Brown.
AJ Brown's already picked.
No, I'm talking someone in the chat.
Oh, sorry, man. Got the 9th pick in a 10-team PPR league. Thoughts and targets. Ooh, Brown. You gotta go AJ Brown. They're Jungle 173.
You think so?
You'd have to go AJ Brown. I wouldn't go Garrett Wilson.
You know what? I don't think AJ Brown will be. I don't think he'll be available in a PPR. The only reason why I might give it over Wilson is just because Jets fine. I mean, yet again, if Aaron Rodgers can stay healthy, Wilson is constantly going to get that ball. Constantly. I think Wilson has a really big year this year.
Yeah, but they also picked up Mike Williams.
That's true too. But Williams, I mean, I love him. I always pick him every year. He's not that number one wide receiver. He's a beast.
And he gets hurt a lot.
He does get hurt a lot, yeah.
So, Mike, now you got me all questioned because I had my first pick already going. What do we do here? I had it already. What's he hurt with?
I don't know, but
I mean, how do you not pass him up? But you also have Amon-Ra St. Brown right there.
Oh, he's on commissioner's exempt, so he should be back in by the time the start of the season. Damn, I wish I would have. I mean, I still don't think I would have picked him, but
I mean, you just signed that amazing contract. You have to go with him because you look at the rest of their offense.
he's gonna get the ball. I mean, he's there.
Yeah, I gotta take him because you took my fucking player. And that's why I also like the 2 minutes, because you get to that point where it's like, crap, now I gotta scramble. What do I do when someone picked a player I was kind of looking at?
Listen, I'm still surprised that there's certain people on this board right now that I see. Two guys in particular. I think one of them just got taken.
Ooh, Justin. Honestly, I'm not that high right now on Justin Jefferson this year.
Well, because of their wide receiver, because of their QB issues.
Yeah. Even when they had y'all pop that comment up here. Y'all like AJ Brown or JT more? JT isn't the most PPR RB in the world, but I was getting 2021 Offensive Player of the Year JT vibes at the end of the last year.
Oh,
JT
AJ Brown. Jonathan Taylor.
Oh, yeah, I took AJ Brown over Jonathan Taylor.
AJ, yeah, if Jonathan Taylor caught the ball more, I would 100% give it to him. But
yeah,
as of right now, and plus he had some injury problems and concussion problems, so he's a huge risk factor.
Exactly. Like even Breece Hall, I considered him, but because him having his ACL tear, you don't see a lot of players becoming fantasy relevant when they had that type of injury.
And also playing at MetLife. MetLife is known to destroy ACLs.
Exactly.
So
who took him? Andrew? I'm sorry, man. I hope it works out for you, but all right, let's see what we got here.
I had Jefferson though last year, and he was an animal when he played.
Yeah, when he had Kirk Cousins passing him.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, it's hard to replace Kirk Cousins, and then you lost your rookie running quarterback.
Who's your guys' biggest sleeper and overrated player? Just curious. Thanks for the help, by the way. Oh man, I'll say it. Because I know he'll most likely be available. If not, that's okay. It's kind of a tie between Ladd McConkey and Quentin Johnson or Johnston.
Yeah.
Because I was reading, I'm a huge Chargers fan, but I was reading reports coming out of them, and Justin's throwing him the deep balls, and he's loving Ladd on the underneath. So I'm looking forward to that. And honestly, he's my late round sleeper pick that I'm looking forward to grabbing. I did consider Keon Coleman. He's up there too, and Xavier Worthy out of the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Ooh, Saquon. That's a good pick.
Yeah, I think Saquon's going to have an incredible year.
Garrett Wilson. He was my first overall pick last year, but honestly, it screwed me over because Aaron Rodgers breaks his Achilles in 2 seconds of a football game.
Yeah.
All right, who we got up next? We got Christian.
And you know what? For overrated player, I will have to say, until they fix their issues, and this is going to be hard to say, and he's one of my favorite wide receivers, Devontae Adams, until they can fix their QB problems.
And I didn't even answer the
scheme. Yeah. I mean, I don't know I don't really pay attention to Las Vegas, so I really could care less about them. But it's a damn shame that they wasted last year. Is this his third year with them, right? They've
Third or
wasted
fourth.
Yeah,
they've wasted 2 to 3 years already with him. Like he's a hands down could easily be one of the best wide receivers in the game right now, and they've wasted him.
I to me, it's a three-way tie between Breece Hall, Jamar Chase, and him for overrated player.
Oh, Jamar, really? You have Jamar Chase there?
Yeah,
Oh, that's tough. No, I don't think so.
because he didn't do. He had like a couple games where he scored high relevant points, but other
Last
than
year?
that, he
Well,
I
what's
don't
his face
think
was
he
injured.
huh?
Burrows was injured. Couldn't even throw. Barely was throwing the ball to. I will. If you look at his stats throughout the years, he has lived up to what he's done up until last year. And the thing that went with them, they were supposed to be a team that potentially won the Super Bowl. You lost your number one QB and one of the best QBs in the league was injured going into the season. So I'm going to disagree with Chase just because like I've seen what he's been able to do on, especially in fantasy football. Now, if Burrow gets injured, they're screwed, you know. But I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know. That's a tough one. Just because I would say injury wise, and you know what? Who's a sleeper? I don't know if I really want to say this. Mike Evans. People forget about Mike
Yeah.
Evans.
they do, but he's just getting up there in age right now.
Yeah, that is true.
Like I
and
honestly feel like he's 50 years old.
and Baker isn't Brady. Let's be honest.
No,
So-
but Baker loved Mike Evans. He targeted him a lot.
He does, but it's still not the. You still can't compare. You know, okay, Brady the last year, yeah, like whatever. But I like Baker. I'm a huge Baker fan, but the accuracy and the knowledge that Brady has, you can tell hurt them a little bit going to Baker.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a huge Baker Mayfield fan.
What to do with my next pick here? A wide receiver, running back. I can still pick up some decent ones after that. Seems kind of a drop off in a way.
Wide receivers?
A little bit. I mean, I still want to at least get a decent running back here, but Michael Pittman, you get what's his name back? That quarterback from Florida. I can't remember his name right now.
Richardson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
For
he's
some
good.
reason I was thinking Anderson, but how do you pass up Kyron or Travis Etienne? Ooh, never mind. Sticking with my draft picks. Didn't even see him right there for a second.
Well, I'm on the clock. You know what? I know I just said he could be overrated this year, but
And you're gonna pick him?
The fact that he's still left, and if they could get their shit together, it's worth the gamble 100%. I didn't think he was going to be available either.
He could be traded mid-season too.
And he could be traded too.
You really think they're going to
to
trade Devontae Adams?
I think they would have to. I think they would have to.
It wouldn't surprise me if they start out shitty and a wide receiver goes down to like a playoff team.
I mean, he's not going to put up with that. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's already fed up, and there are rumors of him getting traded last year.
Yeah.
So I mean, if they start up bad, they're gone. He's gone.
He says he likes it in Oakland. I mean, in Las Vegas, but
but that doesn't outweigh winning a Super Bowl.
He has a Super Bowl, right?
No, they never. No.
Oh, they've only gone to the NFC Championships.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think a player to get to be in the Hall of Fame that hasn't won a Super Bowl, he'd be the number one player up there, or top 3.
Crazy thing now. I'll say it now. If he does get traded, I'm looking to see that he goes to the Jets.
Ooh, the Jets.
He's huge.
Get back
He
with
loves
Aaron.
He loves Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me either. That would be like almost the perfect fit because who's the Jets wide receiver too?
Just
Mike Williams.
And Williams, yeah. And like we said, he's injury prone now, and now playing at a field like that. I mean,
let me ask you this: do you look at buys during your draft picks?
Yes,
that's a big thing. Wow,
yes,
he went quarterback
now.
early. Sorry to cut you off, but he went quarterback early.
Who did he just take?
He took C.J. Stroud.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm back on the clock. If he's still there, oh my gosh. No, because who is it?
Damn.
John? It's going to do an auto pick and it's going to draft that player. Get back in and draft somebody else.
I'm going to give it a chance.
Dang it. I was going to get so lucky. I was hoping. What do I do here now?
I was close going QB too.
Yeah. So I go running back.
There's too many good QBs, and that's why I didn't go QB. There's just so many.
Honestly, I traded for Nico and I got him and he did me great. But with Stephon Diggs and you got Tank Bell back, Mike Evans sitting there.
Yeah, I had him last year too as well. And that's the thing. You got yet again your now number one receiver is freaking Stephon Diggs. So,
and really you have Chris Godwin, but he's got injury prone problems. And who else do they have? If you just look at Mike Evans, who else do they have on their team at wide receiver?
Nobody.
Nobody.
They just have what's his face that can catch the ball at the backfield, White, and that's about it.
Yeah.
And then who's their tight end now? Shit, I can't even remember who their tight end is now.
You know what? I've never had Mike Evans on my team. And
really?
I'm gonna try it this year. Let's see how it turns out.
I had him on my team when somebody hit Brady, and then he just came flying out of nowhere and just shoved whoever the hell it was like really hard. I had him on my team that one year.
Honestly, if Travis Etienne was there, though, I was going to take him. But getting back to my original question there was, do you look at buys when you – or what do you look at buys at a certain point?
Last year, so yet again, I think I was telling you this earlier. I came in first in the regular season, and I had 1 week where most of my players were on a bye, and I sacrificed like one game because I was confident enough that my team was going to do well enough where I could sacrifice 1 week. So it just depends on your team and how everything shapes out. That's why, like I said, I don't do mock drafts just because people are so unpredictable. And every time I do a draft, there's people on the board that shouldn't still be on the board, and you pick them up, and it's like, all right, well, now I have no choice. I could care less that they have the same bye. I'm just going to suffer that week and just hope that these guys just pick it up all the other games. So that's usually how I look at it. But sometimes yes, but it's not my biggest concern, I don't think.
I did a couple mock drafts, and I noticed week 5, I hurt myself, but I was like, my team's stacked. I love my players. I love the upside potential with players. I was like, I'll sacrifice 1 week if it's looking great for majority of the season.
Yeah. I think one thing I'm going to try this year that always screws me is I usually pick a lot of players on the same team, and that hurts me.
I've done it accidentally from time.
Yeah, I need to remember to just spread it out as much as I can, but it's hard yet again.
And honestly, this year, you know what? I'm going to try something where I did decent running back, but because we're doing 3 wide receivers, I'm not going to go running back heavy because I can just pick something off the waiver wire and fill it in if the wide receivers are great. Because honestly, if you really haven't done a whole lot of fantasy, wide receivers and quarterbacks are the ones to be getting you the most points.
Yeah. You know what's
And
underrated? Kickers. You get a good kicker,
yeah,
they can get you some good points that people leave off the board sometimes because they think like I usually try to get a good kicker, but not till way later. But get a good kicker, you'll get good 12, 15 points out of it sometimes.
Same with working the waiver wire on defense. You can
like I know people that will pick up 2 defenses. It's like I don't care. I'll trade one out at the end. I don't care if they're number 1 or I'll just sacrifice that week. Like shit, I'm not gonna bench a defense. All right, Andrew, what are we looking at here? I wonder if there's a way. Oh, we can. Let's see what he's got so far. He's got Breece Hall and Jahmyr Gibbs. Wow, he went running back heavy, obviously. So he's got to be looking at wide receiver here. Yeah, he went DJ Moore. I mean, you still got some decent waters in here, and excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be done soon. Uh-oh, the old lady's calling me. No, I'm
Ooh,
drafting.
you don't want to get in trouble by the missus.
Yeah, I'm drafting. We're on live, by the way. We're on live. What do you mean we're Yeah, I can see your head sticking out.
Nobody can see her because I can't see her.
Oh yeah, that's right, because it's different. Yeah, in my screen, I can see her.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll go a few more drafts, so I'm gonna have to hit the bed.
if you guys need to get offline, don't feel like you have to stay on. This is just something fun. We want to do a show just so.
I do like it's a good idea.
Oh, what's Alex looking at here? He's taking all the way down to the end. Rashad White. That's not a terrible pick. I'm gonna have to grab myself a beer here again.
Oh, God.
Nico's gone.
Bound to happen.
Oh, come on. You're gonna be there. You better be there. You better be there when I get to my pick, because I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna go early.
You're going QB early?
No, I'm not saying that. All right, he's still there. If that other player, though, is there, I might take him. I got 3 players I'm looking at right now. Dang it, now 2. Son of a bitch. All right, now I'm down to 2. Let's see what he's got.
I got 6 players I'm looking at right now, so I'm feeling confident.
So he's got to be looking at one running back or wide receiver. I bet you he goes wide receiver here. Or quarterback. Or tight end. Or kicker. I love seeing people pick a kicker in the 5th round. It's like, man.
Interesting tight end pick.
Mm.
Oh, well, there goes 2 of the players that I wanted.
Oh, you put me in a spot now, didn't you?
Who you going? Interested to see who you take here.
Hmm.
Oh gosh.
What?
All right, I'm doing it. I'm gonna do something crazy.
I didn't want to do that, but I was like, because I was looking at quarterback.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do something crazy.
Who picked up Jalen? You. Oh, Mike. You.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking about going another QB. Like I don't know what to do because there's still a couple of wide receivers that I like on the board, but then if I can get that 2 QB front.
Exactly. Yeah, you can put a quarterback in that offensive position spot. So it's nice to get those top tier quarterbacks if you can.
Yeah.
But you're okay. So you're in pick
There are two good QBs. I mean, more than well, there goes one of them that I wanted. Okay, there goes two of the guys I wanted, Allen and Diggs. All right, so let's see. Did I continue going with the crazy?
Can the flex spot be a quarterback?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. I'm doing it.
I'm glad you went that way because now I can go.
Yeah, I was very close to picking him. I was so close.
I'm very thankful you went that route.
I was like, my mouse was right on his name too, and I was like, you know what? I've never had what's his face on my team, so I've never had Patrick Holmes once, so I finally want to have him on my team. Damn, I should have just went. Lamar just to see your reaction.
I would have thrown my hat and walked off the set.
That would have been what? 3 players?
Yeah, you would have sniped my players. You. All right, Mike, you're in charge. I'm grabbing a beer.
Oh God. Aaron Jones went to.
Wow, he's still on the board. Wow, those are some good players still there.
Hey, is Rashad Rice even playing this year after that whole crash in Vegas and him leaving the scene of a car crash?
I've been questionable about that, but it looks like he is playing.
Yeah, they haven't said anything about it yet, but
no. Who took him? Cody, you. I knew he wouldn't get to me though.
Oh yeah, that's a good pick right there.
I had him, and then he got hurt, and he was doing fantastic. And he tears his ACL. Andrew's on the board here. He goes wide receiver and Cooper. All right. Wow,
he went late.
Yeah, he went late. But he's getting up there in age as well. He's
injury problems, and now you have that new stud,
Puka Nacua.
Yeah.
I swear, I was in a draft last year. It came down to like the 15th round. And the guy says, I'll put up $1 for Puka Nacua. And he just lights it up, obviously. And we're like, and then everyone's reaction was like, who the fuck is that?
Best pick of all last year by far, whoever got him.
Oh, yeah, for
anyone
sure.
Who drafted him and so late in rounds too. That was the biggest steal of the draft last year.
I like trying to go at the end of the round and try and find upside ceiling players. But I never even thought of him. Like, who is this guy?
I think in one of our leagues he came off the waiver wire. He
didn't really
get drafted? Yeah.
See, if he's available, I don't know if I want to take him, but I really want to fill that spot. But ooh, Drew, are you up next, Drew?
Yeah.
Let's look at your roster. What are you doing here? All right, so we got
Damn it.
All right, the deucer of the show is here, it looks like. Drew, what do we got here, Drew?
I
Who we
gotta
got?
I gotta go wide receiver. I just don't know. I'm trying not to draft the same people I have in my other league.
You got some decent players there. Yeah, you gotta go wide receiver here, it looks like. But sometimes if you got the players there available, you gotta take them.
Yeah.
Mike, how are we doing with your roster here? Let's look at that. All right, Jalen Hurts, that's a steal.
Do you think Will Levis is gonna have a breakout year?
Tyreek Hill, steal. Travis Etienne. I don't want that guy. Let's see here. Deucer, how you doing?
I'm doing amazing. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. Deucer, let's look at your team there. Ooh, Zay Flowers. That's a good pick. Oh, let that guy be available. No, there's an auto pick. That's why I hate auto picks, because they take the first available player right there. Okay, Deucer, you got a decent team there. Anthony Richardson. Who took him? Drew. Oh, Drew did.
Yeah.
Huh. That I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that pick. In general about him.
I'm just hoping if he stays healthy, it's a good pick. But if he gets hurt like last year,
right?
Waste a pick.
Who's Christian going with here? I bet he goes with quarterback. Ooh, he went to Joe Burrows. Yep. Calvin really knew he'd be picked up. Andrew, all right. Him and I talked on the phone before this. He said, Brett, I'm sorry, but I'm going to beat your butt in fantasy football. I said, all right. All right.
Wow, that sounds like a challenge.
I know.
That sounds like your wife challenging you.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at his team. He needs heavy running backs. At least he has Travis Kelce.
He's got to, honestly, looking at his roster right now, the only players I like is Jahmyr Gibbs and Travis Kelce.
He needs to kind of hit it out the park with the QBs.
Yeah. Let's see who's available at QB right now. Dak Prescott, good pick. Kyler Murray, mobile quarterback. Jordan Love. These two picks, these are some good quarterbacks right here. Honestly, Caleb Williams, I don't know. He's an upside player. Obviously, because his mobility a factor like he did in USC, but
and he might have one of the best wide receiver cores to throw to.
Yeah, he went to Washington, so I'm not a fan of Washington, obviously, because I'm an Oregon Ducks fan. But Rome Odunze, a heck of a wide receiver. Honestly, I think he should have gotten the Blitnikoff Award. He went Christian Kirk.
Interesting.
That's an interesting pick. Especially when you have T. Higgins there. Hey, everyone's got their draft. Stick to your draft picks. Oh, no. What do I do now? This.
Oh, Andrews is still on the board, too.
All right. He's.
But also, what hurts Andrews this year? They got freaking Henry now.
This is a pick here, man. This is a pick. This is a pick. I can't believe I'm going to freaking do this right now, but I'm going to do it. Especially after he just signed this amazing deal. Let's go with Brock Purdy.
Wow. Okay. Number 1 wide receiver this year for them. I'm going to give him a shot.
You went with George Pickens?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
He's gonna. It's worth it, and if it can work out, he's going to be their number 1 wide receiver this year.
Who else do they have besides him? Because they got rid of Deontay Johnson.
Yep. I don't really know. I know they got
Pat Fryermuth, but that's it.
Wilson was named their
starter.
Their starter. I mean, I don't think he's gonna stay. I think they'll move to Justin Fields, and I like Justin Fields. That was a pick that, well, risky, could work out. Hopefully works out.
See what Braxton's team is like right now. He went wide receiver. He went 0 RB. Ooh, Evan Ingram, son of a. Ooh, Raheem Mostert. That's a good pick.
Oh, my running back was just taken. Who took?
Which one?
I was gonna take Swift. All right, new game plan. Old Faithful. I've won 1 championship. I've won 2 championships with him. right, boys, that's going to be it for me tonight. I'm still going to probably draft on my phone, but it is time to get ready for bed for me.
All right, Mike. Thanks for
Brett,
joining the show, man.
it was a pleasure. Thank you.
Good luck.
Excited to see how this goes, and good luck this year, guys.
Thanks, man. Have a good rest of your night, brother.
Thanks. You too. Bye, guys.
Now it's down to us three.
Are you sure that OP you can have a quarterback in the position?
Yes, because
when I
I got
click on it, it only shows wide receivers and running backs and tight end.
nope. You can have a quarterback because my quarterback Brock Purdy's in that position right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh man. Got some good players on the board still.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised there's still a wide receiver 1 on the board.
Wide receiver 1.
Yeah. Mari Cooper. I mean, he's old now, but
Well, when you trade for Jerry Jeudy,
yeah, true. And who knows what Deshaun Watson's going to show up.
exactly. We got 10 rounds left. Almost 9. Ooh, Dalton Kincaid.
You know who else could be a sleeper is Tyler Conklin from the Jets.
That
Aaron
wouldn't be a
Rodgers
bad
likes using his tight end, but I guess I've never really seen Conklin be a tight end before. He's more of a blocking type of guy.
Doozer, how you liking your team so far? You there, Doozer?
My bad.
Oh,
That was a fucking sip too.
your team's
Sorry, I
looking
got
pretty.
my buddy over here.
You can do that.
Huh?
I was asking how your team's looking so far. How you liking your team?
Oh, I'm loving it. How about you?
You're looking pretty good.
Sorry about my dog barking in the background. I got my buddy over drinking.
Oh, nice.
You know, because
And
you're too gay. You're too gay to come over and drink. You know, because you're homo.
I was not invited.
Well, I'm sorry. You know, we don't invite Kalamazoo people.
Ooh, Drew, you're on the board. Back-to-back picks, too.
God. Hmm.
Oh, I'm not going to say anything. Please be available when I get to my pick. Please be available. Drew, don't pick my player. Don't pick. I'm just telling you now. Do not pick my player or you're getting kicked off right now. Okay. Still in the league. You went early with him.
Well, I gotta wait. Shit, like 14 picks or 20 picks till my next pick.
Well, you're on the clock right now again.
Yeah.
No one's gonna pick him. No one's gonna pick him. Nobody's gonna do it. Nobody's gonna do it. Don't do it. You will not do it. And you should get a grade on your draft too at the end of it. Yeah, buddy. He's still available. And look who we're gonna go with here. Dun it. Dun it. Dun it. Dun it. Dun it. Dun it. And David Montgomery. Cha-ching.
Oh shit. Yeah, that was a good pick. I wasn't even looking at the running backs. Is most of the guys in the league from Michigan or
They're from everywhere.
everywhere? Anywhere?
Deucer, who we going with here?
Oh, I'm gonna grab.
I said, who are we going with here? Ooh, Zamir White. That could be a good upside player this late in the draft. And that's a good player too, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Oh man. Oh man. What to do here? What to do here? You know what? Let's see what he does. I'm gonna take a risk. Austin Eckler. A little bit of a stretch there in this round, but
Yeah, but it's also a little. It's kind of late too, so
exactly. You need to start picking up some players just in case people get hurt. It's not a bad pick, in my opinion, but because he was so great, we had some high ankle sprain injuries. In my opinion, he should be RB1 there in Washington. he still has some ability to play. So
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they use him with the Jaden Daniels kind of being a running quarterback.
Especially when they have that what's his name? I can't remember, but he was the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs.
For the Chiefs.
Eric Bellamy, something like that.
Bieniemy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right now in fantasy football, this is kind of looking at who do you see upside potential. You kind of take rankings out of it. Who do you see upside potential, like I said, and who's on the rosters? Like for instance, Roma Dunze. Great potential, but he's deep on the depth chart. Jordan Addison, you don't want to pick him because of his drunk driving crap. Christian Watson, he played great last year. Javonte Williams, ACL tear. Najee Harris, he did great 1.5 years, really. Not a terrible pick, but
really, if you're going to pick Najee, you might as well pick Jaylen Warren too, because it's going to be flip-flop.
Mm-hmm.
Najee usually gets hurt about midway through the season.
Najee's kind of like that. When you look at Najee Harris and Jaylen Warren, in my opinion, you can kind of compare it to Detroit. Najee is kind of like the David Montgomery, where he's going to punch in the end zone. Jalen's going to be that quick, mobile type player that you can kind of dump it off to.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't like picking players from the same team, but if they're available, I'm probably going to be doing it.
I don't like Addison either because I don't know about his quarterback situation.
Yeah.
Guy's a speedster, though. Wasn't he at USC?
Yes.
Before he went to...
All right. Tony Pollard, that's a good pick right there. Like we said, as soon as you get to kind of like round 9, 10, who are you looking at upside potential? High ceiling, low floor.
The bad part is we've started hitting the rookies, and it's like you're probably not going to produce for the first 6 weeks, but you might be worth something down the stretch.
Oh, Lad McConkey. Who took him?
Me?
You son of a gun. You. Okay. I'm kind of glad you took him. I'm not disappointed. You'll officially be kicked off the team now, the league. You're out.
Probably tonight when I go to bed, you'll force a trade to get him on your team.
I love seeing potential trades right after the draft. It's like, really? The season hasn't even started yet.
Or when you have ESPN make you a trade and it's like not even fair at all. Like
Yeah.
I'll trade you Tyreek Hill and you give me Jalen Warren and Najee Harris.
Exactly. Like, really? Woo! I get 2 for 1. Awesome. Nobody's gonna take him because he's gonna be right there. I'm looking right at him. Nobody's gonna take him. I can feel it. I feel it deep in my bones. As I say that, nobody take him. Nobody take him. Cody, don't you take him.
Yeah, that's what Doran
Go ahead,
said.
Cody. Don't be a pussy and take him.
Don't take my player. Do not take my player. Don't take him. I know you want to. I know you don't. I mean, I know you don't want to. Come on. Come on. Who are you going to pick here? Yeah!
That's a good pick. I was debate between him and Lad McConkey. Who else is on their wide receiver core?
Curtis Samuel, and then you got Dalton Kincaid.
Okay.
Hey, Deucer, I'm looking at your roster there. It says you have 2 QBs, but I only see Josh Allen. Who's your other quarterback?
I don't know. It doesn't even show on my end. I only see the one. I only got Allen as my QB.
Okay, I'm just making sure I'm not seeing.
I mean, if you fix that eye, you might be able to see better.
You know what, Deucer? Just be quiet.
Yes, Daddy.
That's what I expect. Wow, he went defense. with Justin Herbert, I was looking at him as my backup quarterback. What's up with people going defense? Deucer, we already answered that.
Listen, I accidentally clicked the buttons. Back off.
Well, that's what I expect. That's why Rome was going to fire you.
Please do. I need a vacation. Except this is my 2 weeks resignation.
Yeah, we need at least a 2 week.
I quit after this show. And I'll file harassment on you.
Who's this player right there? Never heard of him. Can't believe it. He did good in Indy, so let's hopefully he can carry it over into Cincy. Cody K. Let's see what his roster is looking like. Okay.
Holy shit. He doesn't even have a quarterback yet.
Who, Cody K?
Fitzgerald.
Wow, he doesn't have a quarterback. Talk about Usually you try and stack up your starting roster first, and then you start looking at your bench players. He's got to go quarterback, though, right?
I would think so, but who's really left?
Kirk Cousins, not so bad. Caleb Williams. No. I think if you want a good, safe pick, you go with Trevor Lawrence.
Or Stafford. I mean, I don't think he's going to blow it out of the water by any means, but he'll be consistent.
Yeah. But I think with Trevor, wow.
He still didn't go quarterback.
That's a surprise. I have not seen this type of draft where a team has not picked a quarterback at all. He doesn't have one quarterback. That is a first. I haven't seen that happen ever. All right, who we looking at, Drew? Who we looking at?
I was thinking about taking another rookie wide receiver, Jalen Pope.
Oh. Rookie wide receiver out of Washington. That's not a bad pick.
Yeah.
He can be a good player down the field and in between.
And I don't know who New England really has. I mean, Douglas, but they don't have that big of a wide receiver group.
No. I'm anxious to see who you go back to back here. Oh, John Scary. Oh, that's Johnny's team. I can't believe I wasn't even thinking that. Kyle Murray. Oh, he's on auto pick. Oh, I know why. He's been busy. Oh, I found my next player that I want to take.
I thought I did, but then I didn't want to draft another player from the same team.
Oh, from New England?
No, Mike Williams.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Come on. You don't want to take my player. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's look at quarterbacks because you think Andrew's got to go quarterback here in a couple picks. Who took Christian went kicker? Okay.
He's got to go quarterback.
He's got to go quarterback. I mean, these are still some decent players. I mean, Caleb Williams, questionable. Deshaun Watson. Honestly, I swear.
He didn't go quarterback.
Trevor Lawrence would be my pick. With the weapons you have,
well,
he's still mobile.
He lost his number 1. That's Calvin Ridley.
Who did he go with? He went running back? I didn't even. Oh my gosh. Cody K. What are we doing here, Cody K? We're looking at possible backup quarterback, backup tight end. Let's see where he goes here.
Holy shit, there's only 5 more rounds left. I still can't believe he doesn't have a quarterback.
You went kicker. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. USC Trojan. Take collegiate stuff out of the picture.
Not a bad pick.
I'm looking forward to the potential with that. Looking
Yeah,
forward to it.
I could see it about week 6.
Yeah. Especially with Lamar. I mean, I like Lamar. He's a great player and get some high points, but he can get injured.
Yeah. Lamar's got to be one of the best fantasy quarterbacks
Yeah.
just because he runs all the time. And he can throw pretty well. Kind of surprised Mike Williams has stayed around this long.
I know.
I just didn't take him because I have the other Jets wide receiver and
Ooh, Dallas Goddard. That's a good pick. Deucer. And Mike Williams is officially now off the board.
what are you thinking?
You know what? I'm not a big FSU fan, but he started off at Oregon. He did amazing in Tuscaloosa. Tuscaloosa, I believe. Florida State. I think with James Conner getting up in age, injury prone, I'm going to take Trey Benson. With the running back still on the board here, he's out for 4 weeks. He's injury prone. Injury prone. Not bad.
Not a Florida State guy, but he's already got Keon Coleman on his team too.
I know. I can't believe it, but guess what? We're gonna do it. See, some kickers and defenses are still available. I can't believe people went so early though with kickers and defenses. Like they were just kind of like flying off the board. I mean, like Mike said, the kickers can come in handy at the end, but really they all kind of do the same amount of points.
I used to be a big take the quarterback early, and then that's kind of bit me in the ass. So,
Yeah, same here.
like the one year I drafted Andrew Luck, and then he broke his neck or whatever. Like not even a
Oh,
few days, or was it his neck or?
yeah, he broke his neck.
Yeah, he broke his neck like not even a week later or something like that. Wasn't
Yeah,
it in the preseason?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, not even a week later he breaks his neck. I'm like, well, shit, that was a waste
Talk,
of pick. And
talk about a player that just had the worst luck imaginable.
yeah, he also got put in a shitty situation too. That's
Yeah, he didn't really have an offensive line to help him out at all.
no. I mean, and who do they have for wide receivers too?
At the time, I couldn't tell you. I don't remember.
Me either. I can't really remember anyone from the Colts team since like Marvin Harrison Sr. and uh, Reggie Wayne, but that was like '06.
I remember one. He had long dreads, or like short dreads down to his shoulders, but I saw a picture. Maybe I'm drawing a blank right now, but he wasn't bad.
T.Y. Hilton.
Yes, T.Y.
Yeah,
Hilton. I
yeah,
knew it
he
was
was
something like
solid.
that. He was a solid flex player, not a wide receiver 1 or 2, but
Yeah. Mm.
I'm going to tell you this: no one's going to see this next pick coming. I can already tell you.
Mm.
I might be able to squeak this one by.
Probably don't need another wide receiver.
Might be able to squeak the next pick by till the next round. How are we looking at Drew's team here? Let's see what we got here. Anthony Richardson, Saquon Barkley, Joe Mixon, Garrett Wilson, Zay Flowers, Xavier Worthy, Sam Laporta. That's a good one. Aaron Rodgers, Tony Pollard, Lad McConkey, Key, Jalen Polk, Brian Thompson Jr. What are we looking at here? What are we thinking?
I'm thinking maybe another running back, maybe.
I was about to say another running back or a backup tight end. Because he did get hurt towards the end of the year, I think.
Yeah.
You also have
Same
back-to-back picks, so you can kind of. Ooh, Brock Bowers. That's a pretty solid pick.
with, let's see. 4 picks left.
Forgot to play that music.
Looks like he finally got a quarterback.
Who?
Fitzgerald.
He's got to go quarterback.
No, he finally took one.
He did?
Yeah, he got Jared Goff.
Where? Oh, is my thing behind? No, he didn't.
Oh, on the board it says he did.
Oh, he took TJ Hawkinson. Who took TJ Hawkinson? Alex. Oh. Let's look at Andrew's team.
Jeez,
Oh, he did take Jared Goff. When did he take Jared Goff? When did he do that?
let's see here. Last round.
In round 13?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's actually not a bad pick for 13th round.
No, it's not. All right. We all know where I'm going here. I can't believe TJ got picked up. I can't believe that.
Was that your next pick?
He was going to be my next pick. I'm not going to lie. I figured him being out 4 weeks. Yeah, he did great, but he's going to be out 4 weeks. Questionable quarterback.
Yeah, I'm not a Michigan fan, but that would have been crazy to see J.J. McCarthy with Hawkinson, Addison, and who's their number one wide receiver?
Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, that'd have been crazy to see him with those three.
If you're not a Michigan fan, what type of fan are you?
Michigan State.
Okay.
Been kind of jumping on the Colorado bandwagon, but
Boo on Michigan State.
Who won all three of those teams?
Who won the last season? Oh,
You know what?
right.
It should have been
That's right.
FSU.
That's right. That's right.
You know what? With this pick here,
we'll see how good Michigan is without their sign stealer. You said you're an Oregon fan, right?
yes.
That'll be interesting seeing them in the Big Ten this year.
I'm excited to see how it goes.
Yeah, it should be. They're supposed to be really good, so
They possibly could go undefeated.
I haven't looked at their schedule, but they got a pretty stacked out team. They have Ohio State though, like
Week
second
like
week
6.
Yeah. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, I'm excited to see them being in the Big Ten, but they always say like, "Oh, Big Ten, they can't handle it in the snow." It snows up in Oregon, people. Do we not forget this shit? Ooh, Jameson Williams. That's not a bad pick this type
That's
of
a
round.
good pick.
It is a really good pick. Let's see what else you got. You could probably go with a running back here, Deucer. Who are we thinking here? Who are we thinking here? Some players on the board there. Zach Charbonnet wouldn't be a bad pick. I wouldn't necessarily pick Tyler, but who are we thinking here? Wouldn't go with Ty.
Charbonnet wouldn't be bad because Kenneth Walker usually gets hurt about halfway through the season.
Deucer, who are we looking at? And he goes with him. I'm back on the board here now. I need another wide receiver. And you know what? He's on my sleepers. I think he's going to do pretty good this year with his top 2 wide receivers gone. Good deep threat. We're going to go with Quentin Johnston.
Quentin Jones.
Now I'm down to a kicker and a defense. And Andrew only has one quarterback, Jared Goff. Deucer, we're looking at your team here now. How are we liking it so far? You're down to a kicker and a defense as well.
I mean, I got some people I'm looking at for kickers is up my sleeve as long as they don't get taken. And defensive teams, I don't know yet, but I'm liking my picks right now.
Honestly, though, Deucer, the defense, in my opinion, it's a hit or miss. You just don't know what you're going to get. At least with kickers, you know what you're going to get out of the players that are on the board. Defense, you just never know, in my opinion.
Correct, because your worst team could be the best defense if you don't know what their plan is.
Exactly. You just don't know. Like, one team could be ranked 32 last year and turn out to be a top 5 defense or a top 10.
It's just like rolling the dice.
It really is. And sometimes, I mean, heck, I remember there was a defense on waivers one year I was playing, and they ended up getting like 20 plus points because they had pick sixes, fumbles, recovery for touchdowns, safeties, and all these other and punt returns for touchdowns. And I was like, what are the odds? And so then someone picked them up, and then they didn't do anything after that. At least kickers, they're going to be more reliable.
Well, and you got like the Chiefs, their defensive. I mean, they got a good team, but the Dolphins, they got better ranking, and it just depends on how they're going to play and how they're going to go at it. It could be any one of us picking somebody, the right one.
Exactly. It's week by week basis, really. Of these are all top tier players in the NFL. Obviously, that's why they're there. So it's obviously the best versus the best. So it's a flip of a coin. Who has a better game plan going into that week? Now we got Drew back. The back picks. Matthew Stafford. All right. Good, safe, reliable pick. He's going to be consistent. You know that's what you're going to get out of him. Oh, you took Jake Moody. And you're a Michigan State fan. You go with the Wolverines. All right, we're going to go to kicker here because we all know that's what I need. I'd rather prefer to go kicker than defense, obviously. So, who are we looking at, Drew? Talk us through your mentality here.
I think another running back.
You want to go another running back here?
Or defense.
Oh, I can't even look at running backs. Well, I can't help you out there. I can only look at kickers and defenses, which is stupid.
I think I'll go defense.
Dolphins. They did good last year. They did really good.
Probably should have went back up running back, but
You got to have a starting team, though.
Yeah.
They can only do so many points they can get.
Yeah. The problem I have with defenses is they're usually not going to lose you the game, but they could sneak you out a win if need be.
Exactly.
Does Oregon have Penn State or Michigan this year or no?
They have Michigan. I don't think they have Penn State. Let me look up
Okay.
their team. Oregon football.
That Big Ten is going to be so much fun this year.
Let's see what they got there. I don't believe they did. I know they had Wisconsin at one point.
Michigan State, Ohio State, Michigan, Wisconsin, and then Washington.
Yeah, I didn't think they did. They do have Maryland at home, so I'm interested to see how that game goes. That's a sleeper team right there. No, Maryland and Wisconsin, those ones are going to be. Yeah, honestly, those are all Illinois. Brett Bielema coaching that team. That's a good one. Illinois at home, though. Who took Jake Elliott? Andrew, Andrew. Okay.
Yeah, you get them like the Nebraska, Maryland. They're never going to usually win the Big Ten, but they're good to screw up your schedule.
Exactly. And I don't think they play Rutgers this year either.
Yeah, they're usually one to screw it up too.
Cody K. Let's look at his team. Where are we looking at here? I'm assuming he can kind of go any position, really. I see him going wide receiver here.
I could see him maybe going quarterback. Looks like he only has one.
No, he's got two quarterbacks, so he could go quarterback or wide receiver, it looks like.
Oh, yeah, there's Jaden Daniels, Jonathan Brown. What do you think about?
Who'd he go? He went wide receiver. Okay. All right, let's see here. Who do we go? You know what? Flip the coin here. Let's see how he did. 149 compared to 140. Good quarterback. I want to go with Cameron Dicker, the kicker here.
There's going to be like no quarterbacks really in the waiver wire.
No.
I mean, maybe.
Oh, we had a comment here. We missed that. Sorry, Chandler. Which side of the trade you like better? CMC, Olave, and Goddard, or Chase, Andrews, White? I like the CMC, Olave, Goddard. That's mine. Okay. Oh, he went or Greg. That's a good one. He did really great. Sure. Let's see where we're gonna go with defense. Like I said, it's a flip of a coin, really. I look at what they did last year and try and compare it to going forward. Okay, he went with the Jags. Last pick here on the last round. I should have announced that there, but let's see here. 1-4. Wow, they did really well last year. I didn't even realize they did that well that year.
Who's that? Oh, Kansas City.
Chiefs. Let's go with the Chiefs. And my round is complete.
Do you think Josh Allen will ever win a Super Bowl?
I think he will eventually.
I mean, I hope he does, but I feel like the window's shrinking pretty fast.
I think so too. Pick history. Huh. It's cool. You can do that. Blake Corum was then taken. Andrew. Let's see where Andrew's going. He's got to go another quarterback. He's only got one. Oh, he's got 30 seconds. How long does it take? You need a quarterback, Andrew.
He does, but I don't know. I feel like the only one I'd probably take is maybe Baker.
I can't even see.
That or maybe Bo Nix.
Did he take a? He took a running back. He only went one quarterback. One quarterback. I would have taken Bo Nix. He's my guy.
Maybe he's just stocking up his trade bait.
I guess so. I don't know, man. Christian's on the board now.
I didn't realize Jamal Williams was still playing.
Oh, with the Saints?
Yeah. He had a hell of a year with the Lions and then fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah. Backup quarterback. Draft is complete. Well, that's going to conclude our draft. You win or lose your draft. Let's just take a quick look here at this upcoming schedule here. Let's see how we can do it.
Let's see what the grades look like.
What'd you get, Brett? What's your grade?
Let's see here. I got a B. I'm looking at a B. Drew, what are you looking at?
I got a C.
You got a C. Deucer, what are you looking at for your grade?
Let me check.
Let's check it out.
I got an A.
You got an A. That's a good team then. Man.
But, a C could be the best team. We don't know.
Yeah, you'd never know. The team might pop out of nowhere.
Yeah. The A could be a losing team. I mean, D's are for bitches.
It's going to be an interesting one. That's for sure. Well, Drew, I just want to say thank you again for coming on and joining the draft with us. I greatly appreciate it. Again, thanks for being a part of this, the first annual Whitetail Advantage Fantasy Football League. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how it goes.
And I've got to say, in all honesty, it's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever heard. Everyone's laughing, by the way, but it's true because everybody's heard it too. Everyone heard it, right? They look at everyone's like, yeah, big piece of dog shit.
Yeah, he likes to play that video clip on me every time.
Alrighty then.
Well, Drew, I hope you have a good rest of your night. We'll stay in touch. We got the group chat. Have a good rest of your night, man.
Sounds good.
Deucer, we have no ending clip.